morning. Good morning. This is Life Pastor Kyle. Welcome to the Journey to Winning Anyway Life. I am your host for all things winning this morning. Come on in wherever you are. Let's get it going this morning. Let's make this Friday on point. Hello, Emery Shelvin, Deja Young, YouTube early. Carlos Divine, how are you? Hope you're doing well. I know you're busy this week. Bree Piper, I think this is y'all. I think y'all are meeting or somebody's meeting tomorrow. I'm just excited. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope y'all are ready for this last lesson of Excuses to Execution. Hello, Mabel Rice. Good to see you. Andrea Thomas. How you doing? Tawanda Lottie. Good morning, y'all. Come on in. Get your coffee, get your tea, get whatever you got to have. Get your phone. Tisa Collier. Good to see you. Tawanda Lottie. Let's see where everybody is. Who else is out here? Come on in, y'all. It's going to be a really good one this morning. It's Friday. So, we get to enjoy Fridays together. It's a blessing to be able to start the day or the weekend with people who have positive attitudes, positive mindsets about their life. This is the last lesson, y'all, for from excuses to execution. And I want y'all to get it there. 11 of you on here, when you come on, do me a favor, like or love the post, and then say good morning so we can get to where we want to get. Hello, Maria Briscoe. You are not pumping me this morning. I see you already to my prophet. I see Manny Saeed. Come on in. It's going to be a good one. Manny, you're going to like this one. It's really part two. I did a part B on Wednesday unexpectedly, but here's a part two that we'll jump into, and we'll take the time to get everything done we want to get done today. This will be the last one, y'all. We good. I think y'all have been an excellent class in this manner. So I want to make sure y'all understand you're going to have a wonderful time today in this excellent class. Hello, Geraldine Shelvin. Good to see you over there. And I am putting some things together. I can make sure I execute well today. I am just changing all things in my life, really. I mean, just timing, everything I'm dealing with is just amazingly well. And so I want you to begin to look at your life in this same area, same way. It has been a great one. So come on, it's going to be good. I have about another minute, and then I'm going to start because I have to do a review of where we're going, where we've been, where we're going. I want to build this thing up so y'all can kind of get it together. So hope y'all are ready this morning. Anybody have anything special today? Let me know. I want to celebrate you. Hello, Mr. Tamala Ricks. Good to see you. Good sessions on yesterday. I see Brittany Long. Good morning, Coach. Very good. Coach, that's it, Coach. That's it. Very good, Brittany. Enjoyed Brittany's session yesterday. Enjoyed Mr. Rick's session yesterday. That was somebody else. Okay, I won't call your name. And that person, y'all don't know that person anyway. So listen, I want to make sure we are ready for this morning. Let's jump into it in about another 10 seconds. I want y'all like, share, tag, and let someone know you're on. Tell someone we're getting free this morning. We're getting free. We talked about moving from excuses to execution. Gotta calm down. I'm excited already. I'm very excited. I'm receiving downloads, and so I'm excited about it all. So hope you're ready. The 5E formula we created a week ago, was about winning success. It's about no matter what's going on, you're going to have winning success no matter what it is. I got it, Maria, spring break. I see. And then Rosalind, I do see you. Keith Young, I see you. Eula Lee. Here is how you want to start yourself when you're moving from excuses to execution. You must have a good foundation, okay? Your foundation must be set. And that foundation starts, got to slow myself down, I'm excited already. It starts with a strong mindset. So that mindset has to be a mindset for yourself. Hello, Shauna Speaks. That's who it was. Good to see you. Good to speak with you. And I had a good session the other day. Clarity is always good. I'm coming. That's in my lesson today. So anytime I get things during the week, I download what it is. And so you just got to start each day with affirmations, things that affirm your life. You have to start your day with gratitude, being grateful for your life, no matter where you are or what it is. You can't look at your lack and then really be honestly grateful. You have to look at what you were blessed with. Hello, Aaron Fleeks. And then you have to have a level of visualization where you visualize what it is that you're going toward, what it is you're pushing toward, so it makes your day worth it. I'll get back to that. I told you again, success is not luck. It is intention, it is discipline, and it is consistent action, which means consistency. It's intention, it's discipline, it's consistent action. So what we have to do to move from excuses to pushing toward execution in your life in anything. Number one, real quickly, you have to eliminate excuses. So you have to recognize and reject excuses. Once I recognize what it is, this is what it is, I got to eliminate it. This is not building me up. This is frustrating me. It's tearing me down. It's making me have anxiety. It's messing me up. I have to eliminate excuses. Then number two, the only way to eliminate excuses, you have to educate yourself. Because here it is, 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 Shana Speaks. Clarity breeds confidence. So when you have clarity about what you're educating yourself with or on, it breeds confidence. So you have to do it by learning from people who have already achieved, hello Teresa, who have already achieved what you want. You learn by having mentors, by having coaches, following, your pastor, or, books or courses or experiences that you've had that you really put yourself in a learning situation. You just have to educate yourself beyond yourself. Hey, Ashley, while y'all are coming in, I'm giving a quick review. You have to educate yourself beyond yourself. You have to go outside yourself. You can't teach you. I've been self-taught. No, you wasn't self-taught. You self-gleaned. Self-gleaned mean I got it from someone else. I made it my own and I readjusted it. But you can't self-teach yourself. You don't have the capability of learning, teaching yourself from a place that you've not yet been or gone or experienced. Hey, Mabel Blunt, good morning. So listen, so you have to learn from those who've already achieved it. Learn from books, courses, mentors, whatever it is. Just get beyond yourself. Then number three, you have to explore. Just a quick review for those who weren't on here. You have to explore all your options for advancement. Now, exploring the options is really good. The real reality of it is you have to be willing to pivot. You have to be willing to change whenever a better opportunity presents itself. Not just because an opportunity, it must be better in the long run. Got it? It has to have some longevity to it. Has to have some depth to it. It has to have enough to hold all that you are. Hello, Canvas Booker, SAP. So in order to do that, you have to make sure you be willing to change. Number four, real quickly, I'm just reviewing from from Wednesday morning and from last Friday. Go check it out. It's amazing. You have to evaluate your effectiveness. Means be honest with yourself. Stop telling yourself something nobody else is telling you. If nobody's saying you're doing a good job, stop telling yourself, I'm doing a good job. I don't care what they say. Well, if you don't care what they say, you'll never have their money. They'll never be your client, never be your customer, and you'll forever be doing something that's irrelevant to everybody else except for you. So evaluate yourself and evaluate your effectiveness by being honest with yourself. It's on last week. It'll put yourself around people who encourage you, tell you the truth, build you up, show you where to go. Then number five, quickly, you have to execute with enthusiasm. The way you execute allows everyone else to see how much you enjoy the vision or whatever it is you're called to do. As you move from excuses to execution, you have to execute with enthusiasm because it allows your passion to fuel your persistence. It allows you to keep moving. Hey, Tamisha Figaro, Miss Valerie, good to see you. So when you allow your passion to fuel your persistence, it'll go far beyond where you really are right now. Got it? Moving forward. Then you have to bring your enthusiasm to your execution. When you bring enthusiasm to execution, it creates momentum. That's all I'll say about that. Let's move number 6. Doing pretty good so far. You have to reconnect with your why. Reconnect with your why. Y'all like and share the post if you want to this morning. Please like and share the post. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. You have to reconnect with your why. Why did you start this situation? Why did you push yourself beyond where you are? Why are you wanting to be what you say you want to be? Why are these your goals? Why are you really doing these things? When you reconnect with your why, then it moves you from excuses and moves you toward execution. Anybody can give an excuse. That's it, Mr. Ricks. Reconnect with your why. Because it moves you beyond where you are. And it moves you to where you can execute it in a whole different way. That's a good one. Got it? So move beyond your why. Number 7, you have to release negative talk, which means, I think I said last week, pay attention to your inner dialogue. Pay attention to the thoughts that you have. I've been talking to many people. Yeah, quick review. Thank you. That's it. Review. I've talked to many people in the last probably 2 weeks. And in 2 weeks, not everyone. No. I realized that I shifted when other people have not. Here's the proof. If y'all really ready, we gonna keep going after this. Y'all really ready? Just do me a favor. Let's connect. Type the word ready. That 25 on here, that 19, just type the word ready. And I'm gonna start right back at number 7. We're gonna flow because there's like another 7. Won't be long, I promise. I'm reviewing good. Thank you, Maria. Brittany Long, you ready? Hope y'all ready. It's gonna be good, Maria. Here we go. I see callers. See you, Andrea Thomas. Bree Piper, say ready. Aaron Fleeks, ready. I see Shana speak. Let's go. Let me help you. I'm gonna do the best I can to help you. If I can't help you, I will not hurt you. Hey, Teresa Florence, good to see you. Alan Harris, what's going on, man? Good to see you, sir. I see you, Lily. Charlesetta Taylor, good morning. She'll say good morning, and I'm ready. Here it is. I'm number 7, release negative self-talk and self-thoughts. The reason why I say that is because I've noticed that a lot of people that I've talked to, I have a conversation. I say something, right? And then they tell me what I said, what they heard me say, and then they try to add their thought to what I said. And for every one of them, I said, either stop or shut up. I have to stop you because I'm not going to allow you to place a responsibility of your thought on what I've given you. That's an answer. Watch this. So I'll say, Sunday's going to be good and God's going to really move. And they'll say, it's going to be good and Sunday going to be good and God's going to move, but I really feel, and I'm like, oh, no. Let's stop. Let's get what I said first, and then let's go to what you said. What's up, Dexter? Good to see you, man. And then most of the self-talk was about themselves. I'm just giving you a scenario. They said, well, you said this, so I felt like you meant this. No, that's not how you communicate. Communication is key in this time. Communication, if I'm gonna stop giving excuses, I gotta stop using the same language and the same dialogue and the same conversation piece the way I communicate. I gotta stop using that communication piece because the same recipe will end up with the same kind of cake. You say you like a different cake, but you still use the same exact everything. You end up with the same cake. So in some ways, watch this, Manny, in some ways, that's a good thing. You can release self-talk. And then in some ways, it can't be released. It must be corrected. Because some people say, I didn't know I was doing that. That's fine. You know you was doing it. Let me help you. So when people ask the question to me, you said this, and I know you said this, but I took this, and I said, okay, let's not mix what I said with your thoughts if they're two different things, because they end up telling you what they think. And because you tell a person what you think, sometimes it means you've not learned to communicate yet. Because if I tell you what I mean and you go past what I mean to make what I mean what you think, I hear a thought, somebody says, well, that's communication. No. That's negative self-talk. When a person hears you say, I'll give you a quick example. It's gonna be minor. Don't jump on me. Somebody say, you look amazing today. That I like that dress. And you say, child, I'm just overweight, I'm just fat. And they say, but you look good. They say, yeah, you said my dress look good, but you ain't say my shoes. Which means they're looking for the negative point that you don't make. They're looking at your positive, and they're finding the most negative thing that they can connect to. I found that to be the same thing in discernment and spirituality. Some people, again, I tell you, I said before, when you cannot compliment, you don't have the power to correct around me. Because if everything you do is always a correction, then that means you're ignoring the good and you're only looking for something negative. And then you have to ask yourself, y'all open this door, I feel y'all pulling, I open the door. You have to ask yourself, why am I always looking for the negative? Until you ask yourself that question and until you answer that question, then you're gonna end up losing good people in your life, because sometimes people with low self-esteem will always look for something negative to make them feel like whatever they're seeing or involved with is not perfect with you or under you, so they can correct something that's wrong. They only correct stuff. This is wrong. This didn't go right. That wasn't right. And then here's the lie. I'm gonna just cut the devil at the throat. Here's the lie. They say, I'm just trying to help. That's a lie. You're not trying to help, because help, as y'all taught me, help compliments and then corrects. And then when the correction's out of love, it comes behind a compliment. When only correction comes, and there is no compliment, and there is no that's good, or there is no that was amazing, or there is no this is wonderful, or there is no this has been good, I enjoyed this. It's always, hey, this is wrong. Hey, that was wrong. Hey, that was wrong. That's a person with low self-esteem or no self-esteem, trying to make themselves feel fulfilled by overcompensating, by trying to prove your negativity so they can have an opportunity to feel like they're superior. And the excuse they give is, I'm helping. Lies. Execute. Get your life together. Get your heart balanced and get a balance in your life. I'm trying to help somebody. Did that help anybody? I'm trying to help somebody. Let's move on. So release the negative self-talk from yourself and from others. Because sometimes people will talk negative to you because they want to see if they can usurp authority over you. Without experience, you're just talking knowledge. It's head knowledge. Number 8, we got to go, y'all. Can't stay here. Number 8. Gotcha, mister. Let's go. Number 8. Whenever you're going to move from excuses to execution, you have to prioritize self-care. Self-care. Got it? You have to prioritize self-care, which means your success sometimes it's not a real problem that you have. You just haven't prioritized the right thing. Your success depends on your well-being. Does not depend on who claps for you. It depends on how strong you are to hear the claps when they do. Reed Piper said, take your time. Yes, ma'am. I'm going too fast. Okay. Prioritize self-care. You have to ensure when you're deciding to move from excuses to execution, you have to make sure you're getting enough rest. Because if you don't, everything will frustrate you. Everything will frustrate you. So you have to prioritize self-care. Get enough rest. You have to nourish your body. Give yourself the proper diet for what you're trying to do. And then you have to engage. Watch this. You have to rest yourself. Place yourself around people who give you peace. Talk about it. Rest yourself and then place yourself in restful places. Then you have to nourish your body. And then you have to also nourish your body by being in restful places. Here I come. And then you have to engage people and activities that give you peace and that recharge you while you're resting. There are certain people I'm around when I want to chill and relax and rest. I go around certain people. And then there are certain people I'm around, I know I can't rest because all they're going to do is work and talk. So when I get hyper and I'm ready to go crazy and get, I know who to call and who to contact and what to get done and what to mention I'm doing. And then we collaborate and we go boom, boom. Because you're engaged in the activity that recharges your energy. But when you have to get rest, then there's certain places, people, places, and things that you do. Good morning, Kara Morris. There are certain things that you do to recharge yourself or to cause rest. And sometimes it's just meditation. Sometimes I'll go in the living room, turn my phone upside down and turn it off, and I'll just turn on prayer, John Hannah, or I'll turn on music, or I'll turn on preaching, and it'll just play throughout the house all day while I'm here doing something. And then I'll pick the phone up later and see who I want to call or who's called and return the calls. Sometimes meditation works. Sometimes exercise works. Sometimes going outside into nature works. You got it, Dexter? Sometimes you have to understand who's your peace. Because here's the deal. And you have to be careful. You don't allow people to be your peace who don't value your representation of them in a high place. What do you mean? Because if a person knows they're your peace and they don't make time to be your peace, then that person doesn't value I said it Wednesday to someone. What's the word I use? They don't value your, they don't value the privilege of where you placed them. I value people who value me. When you value me, I'm like, I don't get to the point where I'm like, yeah, I know it's me. I'm too grown for that now. I'm in a place where I'm like, it's a privilege. So that's why I wreck a bunch of relationships in my life, because most people can't handle the privilege of me. Because my privilege always wants to make sure that when I leave your presence, you're better than you were when I came, even though you're allowing me in your presence for peace. Oh my God, how did I get here? I'm psychologically in my head. I make sure if I'm around you, you're going to gain something. When I leave, I'm going to cash app you. When I'm around, I'm going to bring you something you like. I'm going to bless you with something that you have. That's because I see you as a privilege. When people see you as a privilege, but you aren't their priority, then they will abuse the privilege. You need to remove yourself and shift yourself. That's not prioritizing self-care. That's just me. I think everyone who, I put everybody in a different privilege category. I'm privileged that you allow me to be this. I'm privileged. I don't try to be everything to everybody. It seems like that. And that's what makes people misunderstand who I am. When they think I'm trying to be everything to everybody, but what you see me be is one thing to different people. I use whatever knowledge or experience I have to be something for everybody. So when I am what a person needs, it looks like I'm everything to everybody, when really you're just looking too hard at me, judging me, or challenging me, or trying to compete with me, when you never can and never will. Because I'm going to always be me. And so if I'm good at finance, I'm going to be finance to everybody. If I'm good at communication, I'm going to communicate for everybody. If I'm good at thinking and listening, I'm going to listen. And to you, it may seem like I'm that for everybody. Hey, Valencia Miller, what's up, Roy Sales? When in reality, I'm just who I am to what they need. I'm privileged that they allow me to be that. So I try to be the best I can for those who allow me beyond their boundaries. You know, everybody has a gate. People say, no, I trust the pastor. I trust the prophet. I trust the coach. And the gate comes down, then I'm able to go further with someone else than I am with you, because you got a gate up, but you want me to cross the gate to make you feel good about yourself. I'm not going to cross your barrier. You got to have that in you before I get there. That's prioritizing the level of self-care you need for your whole life. Jesus, how did we get here? That's when you prioritize. So I'm privileged. I'm privileged that y'all get up and get on live. There are 29 people on the live this morning, on a Friday morning. Yeah, that too, Brittany. The privilege of me. It's the privilege of me. But I also take it as a privilege that y'all allow me to come into your life. You got it? Number nine. Manny, number nine. I should move some numbers around, delete some stuff that I just put together. Number 9, embrace your mistakes as lessons. I know you were there, Manny. Watch this. When you moving from excuses to execution, you embrace your mistakes as lessons. You have to ask yourself, Rosalind, what did this last mistake teach me? Because if you just going through mistake after mistake after mistake, they aren't experiences if they're not giving you the lesson out of it. And once you can pass the lesson, teach the lesson, and master the lesson, then now it becomes wisdom. It can't be wisdom because you keep having the same mistake. Oh, I know how to handle this, but you keep having the exact same mistake. And here's the deal. Beware of people around you who see the same action as the same mistake. Sometimes people think everything is the same because of what they see. And then watch what they do. They tell people, they say things like this. Watch this. I'm finna crack your egg. It's not even too boiled, I'm finna crack your egg. Those like your egg over easy, here it comes. They'll say things like, I'm not saying this, I'm just saying beware, be careful. The Bible said, mark them that cause division among you, who think they can warn others about who you are, but don't think that anybody's being warned of who they are. Satan is subtle. He wants you to keep making excuses and never give yourself a reason to come outside your box. Never giving yourself a reason to cross your boundaries or allow people beyond your boundaries so you can be, here's a word, free. Yeah. only way is to embrace your mistakes as lessons. Find out, what did this mistake teach me? What did I learn from this? So because you see me going toward the same thing again does not mean I'm the same person I went at it last time. I'm now going to conquer. I'm now not going to quit. Come on, Geraldine, hang in there. You got to embrace it. You got to embrace it. Number 10, you have to practice daily gratitude to God and to yourself. To God and to yourself. I'm grateful to God for allowing me to wake up, for allowing me to do what I do, be who I be, go where I go, and be accepted as I am by who I'm accepted by. I'm grateful to God, but then I'm grateful to myself for not giving up on myself, because I've been through a lot of situations. Most people only know what you've done. They don't know what you've been through. If people ever took time to come from a place of love, they could really be a help. But I'll tell you what I am praying for for all next week. I'm praying that all witches be demolished. I am. I'm praying biblically. And I'm praying it every day online. I may not come online, but in my post will let you know. Why are you saying demolish? Because it's gotten to a place now where people and things and everybody, in every high place, every low place, people are getting bold. So now what you have to do with boldness is you have to go to God and say, okay, let me deal with this spiritually. I dig it up from the root. And then I watch this. When the men walk with Jesus, are y'all with me? I know I'm on a journey. When the men walk with Jesus, they pass by a fig tree that was not bearing fruit. And it was not doing what it was purposed to do. It seemed like it was. Hey, Pamela Anderson. It seemed like it was a fig tree, and it was. It seemed like it had leaves on it, and it did. But when it was supposed to produce something from the heart of what it was, it didn't produce from the heart. It just produced what everybody else had, bark and leaves. Jesus cursed the fig tree. When they came back by, the disciple says, the tree is cursed. So God says, once you put a hold on something spiritually from the root, don't stress. Watch when you come back by. You'll see it dried up and withered. You'll see the fact that because it didn't do what it was purposed to do. But what you do is, don't you get stuck in your excuses. Keep moving toward execution. You got it? So you got to be grateful for yourself for not giving up on yourself in your go-through. Oftentimes, when you're going through, you will engage people in your go-through that are not appropriate or does not qualify to be in your come out. In your go-through, they're good. Because some people only want to see you go through, but they're not ready for your come out. Because when you come out, you no longer are needy. You no longer are in a place where everything's an excuse. You're now executing. And now your execution shines a light on their excuses. Let's move. Number 11. Let's move. We're into the new lesson now. What time is it? Okay, let's try and see how fast we can do this. So when you're moving from excuses to execution, you have to redefine your strategy. You got it? You have to redefine why you're moving and how you're moving. Because if you get too comfortable, you will repeat the cycle without thinking about it. You can be on your phone and get your keys, lock your door, and go get in your car and not think about it. Proof. You'll always say, did I turn the light out? Did I lock the door? Did I get my something? Did I grab something? Because you can be doing something without thinking when you get accustomed to it. In your strategy, you need to switch it up so it makes you pay attention and intentional. Because if you don't pay attention or intentional, you'll get back into what's common for you. And you'll slip into it without even knowing it because it's such a repeated situation. So you have to go back and look at your evaluation of yourself and take the insights and learn the lessons from the evaluation and then fine-tune your plan with something different that gets your attention all the time. Don't be afraid to change and make the small adjustments, but redefine the strategy so it's not the same. Because if it's the same, same soup warmed over, you can kind of tell. It's either real salty, sometimes real seasoned, or it ends up being stuck to the bottom of the pot and it burns. You have to be willing to pivot for fresh innovation. That's why you want to redefine your strategy. What, Teresa? What do you do with those people who can't be with you when you come out or when you're not needy? Teresa always asking those. You're always trying to attack somebody. Leave people alone. You pray for them. You pray for them and obey Holy Spirit. That's an easy one. You pray for them and you obey Holy Spirit. So here's the deal. We always try to find out, not you, Teresa, but in general, we always try to ask ourselves, what do we do with them? This is not about them. Coaching is never about them. Coaching is always about you being the best you can be. If you move from excuses to execution, everybody in the excuse section will stay there. If you move, then they can't go with you anyway. Because when you move from one place to another level based on what you're doing, things and people that are not with you will fall off, will find somebody else, will leave somebody else. The only reason why we have people in different levels of our life that are not good for those seasons but end up there is because we bring them. We carry them. We let them into places that they don't qualify to be. And then we ask, what do we do with them? Or we ask, what about the people who won't let you go? They don't have to let you go. Altitude is the answer. Y'all messing with me. Maria, if you get on a plane and they tell you, listen, we want to warn you, we are 5,000 feet in the air, we're 10,000 feet, and there's a snake on board. This is a preaching closing. I'm not going to close though right here. There's a snake on board. Okay? And they'll say, oh my God, take the plane down. They say, no. We can't take the plane down because snakes can't survive in high altitudes. So just telling y'all, we have the snake in the bottom of the cabin. Put your seatbelt on because we're climbing to 20,000 feet. It's not dead yet, y'all. We're still climbing to 30,000 feet. We're not dead. We're gonna climb to 60,000 feet. And at that altitude, the snake can't survive in high altitudes. The common consensus for us is to try and fight the snake or cut the snake off. And most of us end up snake bitten because God never called you to deal with the snake. He just calls you to go to a higher level. Our problem is we want to cage the snake and go to a higher level. God says, no. Or we want to come down and deal with the snake. Here's the other thing. Sometimes God allows the snake to reveal to you your weakness. Man in the Bible gets bit by a snake, he should die. And then what he does instead is he shakes the snake off in the fire. And he's not hurt or harmed. Sometimes your snakes are in your life. The people are in your life. Those people are still there so you can elevate. The reason why they're still where you are is to show you that you're stuck in excuses and you have not executed for another level. Y'all got it? Thank you for asking the question. You opened it up. I just got to get out there. So here it is. Redefine your strategy. Be committed to consistent growth. No, I'm not going to preach. I'm done preaching. No. I'm out. Here's how you redefine your strategy. I'm trying to get out of that. Hey, what's up, Roy Sales? You have to be consistent to committed growth. Yeah, you have to be, watch this, say it both ways. You have to be consistent and committed to grow, and then committed to consistent growing, no matter what it is. You have to keep learning, keep redefining, and keep evolving. Keep learning, keep redefining, and keep evolving. Why you say keep redefining? Because there's some stuff that you defined at one age that wasn't good for you, that's good for you now at a different age. And so you have to redefine that thing and say, oh, that wasn't what it was. See, here's where truth comes in. If I've apologized to the church and everybody else around me in the last year, 2 years, I've apologized, for being wrong. If a person's in your life and has not apologized for being wrong in the last year, move or run quickly. Why? Because that person don't think that they've been wrong about anything. And if they did think they were wrong, they didn't feel you were worth the apology. Move quickly, because the forgiveness is not in their heart, and their heart's probably going to end up failing them soon. It's the season of failure. I promise. It's the season where God starts picking things out because of what's going on. See, y'all understand? God don't pick you out and mess with you. God picks out things because of the timing. So the timing of how things are working, the timing how things are, the timing of what's going on in the world, in jobs, in society, in family relationships, all these things God is allowing to do what it does. And it's easy for God to say, okay, here it is, boom. There it is right there. So you have to redefine it. Okay, let me fix this. If a person has not apologized to you in 365 days and they've been around you and they've never done anything wrong in their mind, or they've never admitted that they've done wrong, if you haven't admitted what you've done, you can't be trusted. If you've done wrong and you won't admit it, then you can't pass the test. I don't mind saying, look, I apologize. I messed up. I missed that right there. But if a person does not have that at heart, they don't have forgiveness, that's pride. Move quickly. This is the season that's coming down. Pride's coming down. I'm just trying to help somebody. That's why you got to redefine things in your life. Don't settle. That's number 11. Here we go. Number 12. Number 12. Number 12. Number 12. Number 12. Y'all ready? Y'all gonna like this one. Here's what you want to know when you're preparing to execute after having excuses for long periods of your life. Clarity will replace confusion. Somebody got it a while ago and I didn't even say nothing. They typed the word clarity. I was like, I ain't want to say, there it is. Clarity replaces confusion. What God will do is take what you've been, okay, let me stop preaching. What God will do and shake and rattle, what God will do is he will make things that are confusing seem like clarity. Go back and see the live I did last week. I'll show you. And sometimes you have the right thoughts. You're just confused about it because they're rattled. Clarity replaces confusion. So instead of being stuck, you gain focus on what's possible and how to make it happen. You don't stay stuck too long. There's some people who plan. There's some people who plan, who schedule to plan. There's some people who plan to plan. Then there's some people who love to plan. Then there's some people who only plan. Did y'all follow me? Y'all, I know my coaching people got it. My coaching people, I know there are some people who schedule. They identify we need to plan. Then they schedule to plan. And then they plan. And then they plan to plan. And then some people only plan. And those people are people who waste time because they do all this planning, but they never execute. They write it all down. They take pictures. They do visions of it. They do this, and they never execute. That's why you need clarity. It clears up confusion. Because if you don't have clarity, you'll end up staying stuck too long. And you'll have good plans. But if you don't execute, what's up, Kendrick Greenhouse? If you don't execute, move from your excuse to execution, then a good plan is just words on a piece of paper. Got it? Here's number 13. I'm moving, y'all. We got 2 more. I'm done. Okay? 2 more. I promise. Number 13. Here it is. So if you're going to move from excuses to execution, you know, some of y'all like, we just bored with this. We bored with this. If you have not executed and making money, the reason why you're bored is because you have no hunger for patterns. You have no hunger for, anyway, number one, eliminate your excuses. Number 2, educate yourself because clarity breeds confidence. Number 3, explore all your options and be willing to pivot. Number 4, evaluate your effectiveness. Be honest with yourself. Number 5, execute with enthusiasm because what it will do, it will bring you into an area that creates momentum. Number 6, reconnect with your why, the foundation of why you do what you do, how you do what you do. And so when the other things come, your why will stand up. Number 7, release negative self-talk and self-thoughts about yourself. Pay attention to your inner dialogue. Pay attention to what you think. Pay attention to what they say. I'm quick to say, where'd you get that from? Because we have a conversation and I say something and then I say something positive, you say something negative. I go, where you get that from? I will stop people. Tell me where you got that from, because that's not what I said. Where'd that come from? And people get offended with me because I make them listen to their own thoughts. Because in your head, it sounds good. Coming out of your mouth, when you repeat what you say, it sounds just as negative as you are. And then when you aren't willing to admit it, I know pride is present. You're not worth my investment of time anymore. Because if you're going to take everything positive and turn it to a negative, you're toxic. You're toxic for yourself. You just don't know it. Number 8, prioritize self-care. Yeah. Self-care. Get your rest. Nourish your body. Get around people who create rest for you, who create situations and things that work for you. This is what I found out. When I get around people that do a certain thing for me, I will stay into that thing. That's where I appreciate. I feel privileged. I'll bless that thing. I'll pour into that thing. I'll seed into that thing. Once that thing does no longer realize what it is, then my seed comes back and it goes a different direction. Oh, the seed of me. That means my presence, my coaching, my wisdom, my knowledge, my money, my time, my effort, my heart, my love, my prayer. You redirect that. Easy. Number 9, embrace your mistakes. I'm calling y'all. Embrace your mistakes as lessons. What did my last mistake teach me? Number 10, practice gratitude with God and yourself. Number 11, redefine your strategies in your life. Always learning, always redefining, and always evolving. Then number 12, no clarity replaces confusion. Here we go. Number 13, know that when you're going from excuses to execution, hang on, confidence grows. This is a good one. Confidence grows. How many of y'all need this one? Come on. How many of y'all need this one? I want you to reply to me now. How many of y'all need this one? We got 42 minutes. I'm going to try to be off by 45, 46, 47. How many of y'all need this one? I said I was on 42 minutes. That'll give me 5 minutes intro. I went in. Okay. Confidence grows. It does. It really does. Either I'm behind or it's not moving. Okay. Tell me what you need it. Okay, Mabel, watch this. I want y'all to hear me very. Andrea Thomas, come on. Good. Manny say, me. I needed this. Come on. I got you. Don't worry. No stress. I got you. Let's go. Eula, let's get it. Watch this. Here is where the end of the situation is, because after I've got rid of my excuses and I'm moving in execution, then my confidence grows. Watch this, Kiara. Bree, watch this. My confidence grows. Because here's the deal. The execution of your actions. Like, I've planned all this. Watch this, Keith. But when I execute my action, it will prove to me that even if I fail the first time, or the second time, or the third time, at least I tried 3 times. You're still better than the person who didn't try at all. Come on, Geraldine. Watch this. Take down your head. Stop thinking in your head and think with your heart. Watch this. As long as you try, because you're going against every no you got. You're going against every letdown in your life. You're going against every disappointment. You're going against every other time you fail. And guess what? If you keep trying, you will fall into the law of eventually. You will eventually do it. But the execution of your own action, it proves to yourself that you can do it. Just because you didn't do it as successful as you want to or as you want it to be does not mean you did not do it. You just didn't do it to the level that you wanted to do it. Watch this. Confidence grows. Watch this. Millionaire has a company and they make $14 million this year, right? They call a board meeting and say, our goal was 20 million. Now to us, seem like you would be happy with $14 million in profit. But if the goal was 20 million, they'll never say we failed. They'll only say we didn't reach our goal. How can we adjust to where next year we reach the goal of 20 and we're going to add another goal of 5 million? So we're going to go from doing 15 and not reaching it by doing 15, 16 million. We didn't reach 20 million. We're going to tweak what we got to do and set a goal for 25 million for next year. Got it? They'll never say they failed. They'll only say, we know we can do it. We just need to keep doing it. So what it does, as you execute your own actions, your own purpose, your own goals, I'm gonna lose weight, as you walk every day, it proves you can do it. It just proved that there were times when you did not do it. But since you can do it, it's strengthening your belief in your own abilities. Sometimes God has all the power. We just don't execute our own abilities. We don't believe in ourselves. I'm trying to help somebody who can't help themselves. But I can't help you. I have to let you help you. So when you do it, you strengthen your own belief in your own abilities, because God has no reason to fail you. You're just failing you. You have to do what it takes. Number 14, I got to go. Here's number 14. It kicks into confidence grows. Number 14 lets you know momentum builds. Here it is. As you leave excuses and move into execution. Execution creates results. May not be the results you want, but it creates results. And then when results sees I can do better, it creates motivation. Here we come. Execution creates results. Results creates motivation. Motivation will create consistent motivation, will create eventual manifestation. Y'all not hearing me. Momentum builds. Leaving excuses. I'm tired of talking. I'm going to do something. It creates results. Got it? And then results creates motivation, because I see I can do it. I just didn't do it as good as I want to do it, so I'll do it again tomorrow. So then when I get motivated, I'll continue to do it. Eventually the result I want will come forth, which means motivation consistently will create manifestation. You got it? And here's where I end with number 15, and I'm done. Hey, Virginia Vance. Now I'm coaching online. When you see light, when you see Prophet Speaks, I ain't coaching. I'm in there. Number 15. You have to know when you move from execution, from excuses to execution, that all your opportunities will increase. Because there are no opportunities. There are no streets, stop signs, back alleys, front roads, highways, tollways, freeways. There are no tollways, freeways, blocks, curves, streets, or parking spots for a car that does not move. I'll say it again. I'm done. I'm just gonna probably do 1 hour and be done. I'm just gonna lay it out here. There are no streets. There are no highways. There are no back alleys. There are no restaurants. There are no drive-thrus. There are no filling stations. There are no car washes. There are no tollways, expressways. There are no driveways. There are all those things are irrelevant to a car that has no motor, no engine, or does not crank and does not move. They're irrelevant if there's no movement. But when you have momentum and there's movement, when you take action, opportunities increase. The minute you do something different, the minute you take action, here it is. Here it is. I'm coaching and prophesying. New doors will open. In a recession, new doors will open. In a pandemic, new doors will open. With a failing government, new doors will open. You will have new connections. I declare and decree it now. You will have new resources in a land that's dry. You will produce something that's needed, new resources. You will have new breakthroughs. Things you could not break through before will come forth because now you're in a new place and you decided to execute in spite of everything else. When they say be still, you move. You got it? Okay. I say it again. I declare new doors. I decree new connections, new resources, new breakthroughs, new answers, new ideas. And I'm saying new breakthroughs because if you stay in them, I'm planning and making excuses, it's irrelevant for you. But if you start to move, have y'all ever driven back through or drove back through your old neighborhood or somewhere you haven't been a long time? You say, oh my God, they've changed. I didn't know where this was. Oh, I didn't know this was even here. When did all this get here? Well, because you wasn't there didn't mean it didn't stop building. They kept momentum even when you were not present. So when you finally decided to leave your excuses and get to a place of execution and flowing, that you would have new things that would receive you once you get there. See, your excuses have hidden your new doors. Your excuses have hidden your new connections. Your excuses have hidden your new resources. Your excuses have hidden your new breakthroughs. You don't have what you say you want to have 2-3 years ago because you settled in your excuses. And because you learn how to dress up, look good, smile, and shout and dance when you go out, don't mean that you're not settling your excuses. Your excuses have hidden all these things from you. That's my last one. If I want to give you another, I will give you repeat and scale up. Why do you say that? Repeat and scale up means do it over again, but do it on another level. But I didn't conquer where I was. You didn't conquer because it was too low. You didn't conquer because you were wasting energy on something at a low level. Somebody type the word, I'm coming up. I'm coming up. Come on, type it. I'm coming up. I'm done. I'm done. Type the word, I'm coming up. And the reason why I say I said that, scale up, Valencia Miller. Scale up. This is a business term now. Scale up. But right now, that's it. But say, I'm coming up. Yeah, because here's the deal. Here's the deal. Scale up means do it on the next level. Scale up. And the reason why I say scale up, because if you keep doing on the level you on, you're going to keep reaching for a level you checked out. Watch this. Most of you are not successful right now. I see y'all. Because you're doing something that God gave you vision for 3 years ago. Your vision is expired already. You say you pray every day. Ask God, where should I be right now? 2 things and I'm done. My father started this church and said, son, I got to start this church. God told me 3 or 4 or 5 years ago, start this church. He started the church. And I said, yes, Dad. He said, yeah, I'm doing this because I'm behind time. I said, please stop telling me that, because I'm a thinker and I'm prophetic. Stop telling me you're behind time. If that's the case, go tell God, since I'm behind, where do I need to be to make up time? Here we come. Where do I need to be to make up time? Because if I'm forever saying I'm behind time and feeling I'm behind time, I'm going to do everything desperately behind time. So what that means is every day that I wake up, I'm going to be behind time, which means I'll never catch up. When what I should do is simply ask God, hey God, question for you. Where should I be right now? So God can move me from where I was to directly where I need to be. Jonah was behind time. He's supposed to have been preaching to some people God sent him to, but he went the opposite way. God put him in the belly of a fish, took him where he should be, and spit him up right where he should be, behind time. Okay, come on. Peter was in the boat going through a storm, and when Jesus comes on the storm, they stop and they were in fear. He's in fear and say, let me walk with you. He walks with Jesus, and the Bible says when Jesus got on the boat, they were on the shore immediately, because wherever the storm was stopping them from being, once Jesus got with them, they came where they're supposed to be immediately when they were behind time. I said, Dad, stop saying that, because then that means you're forever behind time. It still means you're not where you should be in God. If you've been behind time, now's the time to say, okay, God, where am I? What should I be doing now? I know what vision I had 3, 4, 5 years ago, because some of you are not trusting in God. You're trusting in somebody you saw online. Something that somebody you saw online, and you've been following them, and God said, but you ain't been following me, because I would have took you there a long time ago. I took you there without their connections. I took you there without their money. I took you there without their experience. I would let Holy Spirit take you there, and then you would have been a phenomenon for other people, because they realize if I just obey Holy Spirit, I would have made you who you wanted to be. Because here's why I'm teaching the way I'm teaching. Because success is not a one-time event. It's a winning cycle. Success is not something you do one time and you're good at it. It's something you do once, and then your next thing is good because you caught momentum, and your next thing is good. Next thing is good. People are wealthy and famous right now because they had one hit or quitter. One thing on TikTok went crazy, and now you follow them because they had one TikTok or one Instagram that said 120,000. Now out of the 120,000, 85,000 follow them every week. And the 85,000 follow them. Out of the 85,000, their friends follow them. See, all you need is God to open up one door for you while you execute. But if you never execute, there's no door to open because you're not going anywhere. So why would God give you, Naya, why would God give you an easy tag if you're not going to drive on the express lane? I don't get on the beltway. Well, you don't need an easy tag. Well, I'm not going anywhere. You don't need a car. So why does God need to increase your life if you're not going to bless the earth that you're in, the people you're around? Now is the time you got to decide. I'm no longer moving with my excuses. I have to move into execution. Why? Because success is not a one-time event. It's a winning cycle. I want to encourage you. It's time for you to win. Leave it all and go for the goal. I believe in you. The question is, do you believe in yourself? And if you don't believe in yourself, it's okay. Make sure you have somebody that believes in you enough while you regather and regain yourself, Minister Ricks. You can lose yourself as many times as you want. But when a person sees progression, you're never wasted. You're always worth the person going to bat for you because they see you, watch this, repeating and scaling up. Repeating and scaling up. Nobody throws away a person who's scaling up because they see, oh, I see the progress. I see the push. I see where you're going. And they're pushing you because now they see your excitement and your enthusiasm in where you're going. Tell somebody it's time to scale up. Remember this. No matter what happens in your life, you can win anyway if you just move from excuses to execution. This is Life, Pastor Kyle. I'm letting you go this morning. Hope you're having an amazing day. Listen, if First Voice is right, she's preaching on Sunday. Love to see y'all on Sunday morning. If not, we'll see y'all next week. God bless. Talk to you soon. Have an amazing one. Tell somebody, scale up. Gotta go. Peace.